I just thought I'd do a video on the Backlash setup on the UN1-27 gearbox differential, because it was confused me slightly. First thing to note is that I thought I could get away with just assembling it without fully doing the preload first, just to check the backlash. But obviously that won't work, because on the new bearings that I have, when you set the preload, obviously it's forcing the bearings into the cup a little bit, which will in fact, the more preload you have, the more backlash you'll end up getting, so it's important that you do set that first correctly. So I wound the string around the differential body here a few times and just used a little spring balance I got off eBay, and I just went with the middle of the spec, so it's approximately 3.5 kilos force while it's rotating. That's actually quite easy to do. I thought that might be a bit tricky, but that was okay. And then I've just got this set up here, and I checked the backlash. I did a short clip on that as well, so I'll put that in, and that worked out in 3 points, right bang on in the middle of the tolerance, so that was good. I used the old shim in the end. I thought I might have to change it, what with new bearings and a new differential, but it seemed the old shim was fine, so obviously I guess all the parts are pretty well machined. So there we have it. I've just got, what I found was, because I hadn't done this before, was trying to set the backlash with this mic DI gauge here is quite difficult. It has to be mounted to the gearbox really, otherwise it just wobbles around, and being aluminium with the magnetic mount, I've just ended up clamping it there, which worked quite well, and then putting it on here. I didn't zero it because it's quite difficult to get it in the right place exactly at zero, so I just had a little bit of load on the gauge. As you can see, I think it's around about 0.2 of a mil there already, and then just simply wobbled it back and forth. And then to stop it moving, I just put this massive wrench on the back of the nut there, and that's perfect. Then you can just wiggle it. Otherwise, if you try holding it, there's just too much slack. So yeah, that seems to, I'm quite happy with that. I did it 3 times, 120 degrees out, and a couple more, and it's all about between 0.1 mil and 0.15. So 0.1 to 0.2 is the specification. So I think we can carry on putting it back together.